Okay, we got the Carney housing plan. Now, I don't even know if Poilievre has a housing plan. I know he wants to cancel GST on all new homes, which is perfectly sensible. It's also Carney's plan as well. Cancel GST, so that's fine. But we got. Oh, and by the way, I'm not even going to talk about Jagmeet Singh's plan because it's just utter madness, and who cares? But Carney has published a very comprehensive plan for housing in Canada. And I want to go through it piece by piece and review the complete insanity of the Carney housing plan. Oh, and a lot of repetition too. So a lot of people start, whoa, Ron. I mean, this is just all a bunch of partisan shit. You're in love with the conservatives. You just want to push conservatives. You want to bash Carney. Well, let's think about this for a goddamn second. Let's look at these things, what's in the proposal, and find out what it's really all about. It's big. It's like $25 billion over a few years. It's a huge plan. So let's talk about what it's really about versus the political spin, the story of, oh, great for Canada. So most important thing, I went through every goddamn word in the housing plan. I went into the background, went to the website, read through every single thing about all the details. I mean, you can do it yourself. It's easy. You just click. You're there. The whole details of the plan. You will not see the word for homeowners, buying homes. You will see absolutely no reference to that in any meaningful way at all for the whole $25 billion, okay? Because there isn't any reference to it. It doesn't exist. What's this plan really about? This is about housing. It's about providing housing for Canadians. Not anybody buying a house. It's about providing housing. So let's start with some of the stuff. Prefab. So he puts a big emphasis on prefab. We're going to rent out these prefab homes. It's 20% less costly. It's 50% faster, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's not true. That's not true based on somebody who works with people who are buying prefab homes and having them. The prefab home is built in a factory, like a jigsaw puzzle. You build all the parts, you put it onto trucks, you take it out to the land, and then you build the home. Okay, that's a prefab home. That's instead of the usual pouring foundation. You can have a foundation for a prefab home, but a prefab home is we're going to bring the parts out in a truck and assemble them like a jigsaw, like put the pieces together. Regular home building is you start with the foundation, then you build up the walls, put on the roof, you put it on and on and on. We've all seen houses getting built. So this is different. This is built in a factory. So typically all those, and there's very low capacity for this in Canada. One of the big builders, Mattamy, tried it in a big way 20 years ago. Wasn't cost effective to do it. And Mattamy, that's free enterprise, and they're pretty fucking smart too, and they couldn't make it work. So the whole idea of prefab being cheaper is probably untrue. Now, it could be true if you're building them super small. Like if you're trying to build a house that's a sort of a version of a dog crate condo, then obviously you could build it cheaper because it's very much less stuff, okay? But I don't know. The bottom line is prefab houses today, there's nowhere near the capacity, although Brookfield does own a company in Europe who does it, so that's interesting. But no, there's no capacity in Canada to build a huge output. We'd have to build it. And that's why they talk about, the plan talks about investing money into companies and building prefab. It's totally stupid because we know how to build houses in this country. Like, we haven't forgotten how to do it. We can do it. But I don't know. This is just some story. So the other crazy part is none of this money is for homes to buy. It's all about social housing. You can read it right there. It's about, they keep saying affordable housing, but that's really code for social housing. So it's for supportive housing for municipalities and cities to build for people who can't afford homes of their own or rent of their own. It's for Indigenous housing. It's for shelters. It's to help build shelters. It's to build student housing. The whole program is all around social housing. It's not about you ever buying a house. Nothing like that. That's just not in the cards here at all. That's not what it's about. So, okay, we need social housing. There's a kind of a crazy trickle up idea that if you build a ton of social housing, then people can move into there from rentals, and then the rentals will become cheaper, and then people can save up for houses. It's all just fucking insanity. It doesn't even make sense. Okay, so the other thing that they want to do, and this is literally the craziest thing in the plan, the craziest, okay, is that they want to pay cities, municipalities, and towns to reduce development fees. Like, development fees in some municipalities have gone up 1,000% in 15 years. So, like, we're literally nuts. Like, development fees are nuts. Like, in Mississauga and in Vaughan, they've cut the development fees drastically because everybody stopped building anything. There's nothing new, no new building at all in southwestern Ontario, nothing. So, but this is crazy. This is to say, okay, you're charging this $200,000 for a house, or you're charging $95,000 for an apartment in a condo. You're charging it for a condo. So we're gonna send you the money, cities, from Ottawa. We're gonna send cities money so that replaces those development charges, and you can reduce development charges and we will give you the money instead. So development charges go down, prices to consumer for first-time homes go down, but we'll give you the money. Where's that money coming from? It's coming from our taxes, for fuck's sakes. It's coming from our taxes. Where there's no magic box in Ottawa where money flows from. It's all from us. This is nuts. We need to convince cities just to cut these stupid fucking development charges, cut them to the bone, and that makes sense. Like, don't spend as much, don't waste as much, don't do anything stupid as much, and then that makes sense. It makes sense for cities to stop stupidly expensive, crazy 1,000% increase over 12 years, 15 years development charges. But no, Carney's plan is money out of the magic box, which is called taxpayers' money, and we're going to give it to the cities. And that's only for 5 years. Then the cities can go back to charging batshit crazy high development fees. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Nothing makes sense about Carney's housing plan. Oh, there's a bunch of little promises about cutting red tape. It's the same promises of cutting red tape we've been hearing for 9 fucking years from the Liberal government, and nothing has changed at all. Zero. Red tape's probably gotten worse. So, yes, it's a plan. Yes, it's good for social housing. If you really believe in social housing, it's good. If you believe in lower prices for Canadian young people in Canada to buy houses, it's nothing. It's nothing. And it's just stealing income. It's stealing tax money from us to give to cities for 5 years. That's all this is. It's fucking nuts.